That's External Communications Manager at the Electricity Company of Ghana, Charles Ni Aiko, who was speaking to MFA Apo on the probe last night. But we want to know if you've been able to purchase prepaid credits yet. Share with us on our social media pages on Facebook and Twitter. We are Joy News on TV. We do know that ECG vending systems have been improved, but many still can't access power. Are you one of those people? Well, do share your reactions and your thoughts on our Facebook page. But now it's my favorite time of the year where we talk about the National Science and Maths Quiz. Let's find out what this year's event looks like. I'm not a maths or science genius, and that's what I was telling my guests in studio now, but maybe they can try and encourage me, and it's never too late, like they always say. And joining me for this conversation is Nanekuya Ankumasari, who's the Managing Director of Primetime Limited, and I also have Professor Elsie Efa Kaufman, who's the National Science and Maths Quiz Mistress. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
Well,
you good?
Thank you.
All right. So, like we're having the conversation that I'm not a maths or science. I've never liked it. I'm not sure if I might like it in this year's competition. Would you like to encourage me in some way or another?
Yes, definitely. Because you use science and math every day of your life. Even as you are working, you are just using so much science and math, and so I don't see why you can say you don't like it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not really convinced, but
You're
it's
not
okay.
convinced?
We'll get there.
Okay,
we'll get there.
The microphones we're using, for example.
The microphones we're using, for example.
Yes.
Yeah.
The chair you're sitting on.
So I'd rather benefits. Let the other people work and work the science and the math, and I'll just benefit.
No, but you're using it yourself. For example, in your mind, you have how much time you have for this interview, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing calculations all the time.
Yeah.
To find out how long you should allow us to talk.
Yeah.
You see, you're doing the science and math.
I'm doing the science and math.
Yes, you are.
All right. Now let's talk about today's event, which is the launch and the balloting, and it's happening today at 3 p.m.
Yes, at the Nut Hall.
At the Nut Hall. Tell us what we can expect.
Well, interesting surprises.
Interesting surprises.
There are a few new things about what we are doing. I think I was speaking with you earlier about the format. So usually we have all the schools coming into on location. And then we have the competition all in one place. Yeah. But COVID disrupted that. Yeah. We needed to be able to cut down on the number of people coming into camp so that we could better manage the numbers. And so we started doing the prelims in the regions. Okay. But this year we are going back to pre-COVID times and doing everything together. We're going back to Kumasi. Okay. And we have a refined and deodorized. I'm borrowing this from Frytol. Refined and deodorized signature tune. Yes, our sig tune. Yes, we've localized and Ghanaianized it, if you'd like.
So it won't be the doom 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 bum bum.
Well, it's basically the same tune, but with a little Ghanaian flavor.
And why is that?
We're evolving constantly evolving. So, yes, we want it to be a lot more like us in terms of the sound. Okay. A lot more like Ghanaian. Yes. Okay. In terms of the sound. Now we also have a few schools joining the competition on invitational basis, and these are 9 schools that. Did really well. They didn't win their regional contests, but they did so well. They ended their contest with 40 points or more. Okay. And we think that at the regionals, we actually recognize the schools that win with 40 points or better by giving them an extra cash award. So we felt that we could do this for these other schools. I want to single out Mankanso. SHS especially, they really, really impressed us, and really, they are the catalyst for us deciding to go this way. I see. This is their first time coming to the national, and they're coming with 47 points from the regional. Okay. So you can imagine how tough their contest must have been. We're experimenting with the scores. Well, I'll leave it at that. Next year we'll have a different conversation.
So when you say experimenting, what exactly are you doing?
You know that the regional competitions or the regional contests are such that when you win your contest, then you move on to the national. We're experimenting with the scores to make it a little more competitive. So because you qualify by just winning your contest, you could have a much tougher contest than another school, even in the same region.
Okay.
And so you see that the scores are varied. We will still protect the regional quota, but we want to make it a lot more competitive so that each region comes in with their best teams.
All right.
So this is the first part of the experiment.
This is the first part of the experiment.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the balloting. I understand that there are some schools who've already made it and won't be part of the ballot.
Yes.
All right, so can you share which schools are those?
Those are the seeded schools, the
Okay.
27 that got to the quarterfinals of last year's competition.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
they are already seeded.
All right, Prof, now let's talk about this year and what we can expect.
Oh. By now, you know the National Science and Math Quiz is very competitive. We are expecting the usual fireworks in the contest.
Yeah.
We are expecting the usual support from the schools, the old boys and girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are expecting a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement.
Yes.
And from your end, are you still going to be the tough quiz mistress we know?
Oh, I'm not that tough. You see, I'm not that scary.
Well, I mean, it's not like you are, asking me maths and science questions. Yeah, so that's why you're not tough for me. Yeah.
Well, I have to ask the questions. I can't help that.
Yeah.
That's what I have to do. So I'm going to be asking the questions. Yes, I have to ensure that everything is done fairly.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
So I have to make sure that they are doing the right things.
Yeah. I want to take us back to last year quickly and how it was for you, your pros and your cons, some challenges you experienced, and what are you taking to this year's championship? Yeah.
The good thing about me is when I finish something, I usually don't even remember it.
Okay.
So I have cleared the plate. We are starting afresh. It's a new year. It's a new competition.
It's a new competition.
Yes, I'm not going to remember all those things from last year. We are going straight.
But so I understand that you clear everything off your plate, but there are some things where you're like, okay, I don't want A, B, and C to happen going forward.
It's the usual thing. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
All the schools have the rules. We had a 4-page document, which is the rules of the competition.
I see.
They should read and understand everything in there because that's what I'm going to work with.
Yeah.
No need to win at all costs. You have to show good character and good sportspersonship.
Definitely.
Yes, so that is what I'm expecting them to do.
All right, ladies, I'm going to ask you to give me just like 2 minutes as we watch a wrap of last year's events.
We are organisms whose genetic materials have been altered. Yes, Eden?
Genetically modified organisms.
Yes. I was reading the fifth clue. 3 points. I am deflected by an inhomogeneous magnetic field which can split an unpolarized beam of me into 2 beams. I am composed of 3 spin-half fractional charge particles. In the free state, I decay with a half-life. Eden?
A neutron.
Yes. In my case, this is usually at the national level. I involve collection of information from all individuals in a population. Yes, Joel.
Population census.
You are right. Keta Senior High Technical School has 30 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 49 points. Prempeh College has 53 points. Keta Senior High Technical School, it is not easy to get into the grand finale of the National Science and Math Quiz. You've worked really hard and you've done well. You are a bronze medalist. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, congratulations. You are a silver medalist. Well done. Prempeh College, congratulations on your win. It is my pleasure to declare you are champions. 2021 NSMQ champions. Congratulations and congratulations once again.
Excitement, fireworks, and prayers, and lots of questions. And I want to talk about the questions and how you come up with those questions. Like, what's the process of coming up with the questions?
All right, so we have 4 subject consultants.
Okay.
So one for physics,
Okay.
chemistry, biology, and then mathematics, one each.
Okay.
What they do is they spend a lot of time coming up with questions along the syllabus of the WASI.
Okay.
Well, maybe we may stray a little bit towards the end,
Yeah.
but in the beginning it's all the WASI syllabus.
Yeah.
So they sit down, they actually have a plan. They decide which topics they are going to be covering, and they set the questions. Now, each set of questions have to be about equal strength, because if you are going to ask different schools and they are competing, you have to make sure they are generally around the same area, and then of approximately equal strength.
Yeah.
So that means after they have done their work of setting these many questions, we also need to sit down and review as a team. So there are meetings, moderation meetings, where my responsibility there is to listen to each of the questions, and to decide whether it's possible to even give scores to these questions, whether they are appropriate for the level that we have reached, and whether they are accurate. Okay, you know, it's a human thing. All of us, we are human. We make mistakes sometimes. So sometimes we notice the mistakes at the moderation meeting, and we correct them there. Then I pick all these questions and I go away, and I have to look at every one of them again. So I go over them multiple times, making sure that everything is okay. And that is how they get selected to be asked.
Okay. My last question to you as the quiz mistress. I mean, the fans are there, the supporters are there, making a noise, they're being rowdy. How are you going to keep supporters in check to allow the schools on the stage, you know, to feel less pressure? Because a lot of people say that, okay, because there are all of these supporters, they're making a noise, the pressure gets to the contestants. So as a quiz mistress, I beg your pardon, how are you going to make sure that they're not tense? And how are you going to make sure that the supporters are in check and behaving?
It's a whole project doing all this. First thing is, when I get on stage and the students are there, I talk with them, I try to put them at ease. You know, we chat about nothing much, but I just try to make them a bit more relaxed, something to take their mind off of the stress that is going on. But some of them works with some, doesn't work with others. I also am very conscious of managing the pace at which the thing is going.
Sharp.
So I'm very, very much aware when things are getting stressed, I may slow down a bit
Okay.
When I want some excitement, I quicken the pace a bit.
Okay.
I even sort the questions in a certain way so that it depends the flow of the competition.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I remember and I myself see, nobody thinks about my stress.
I know, right? I know. Oh,
I also get stressed
of
sometimes.
course.
So I will find ways of maybe breaking up the thing. I'll find something funny to say, something, just to relax everybody a little bit. But I also have to be firm sometimes, when the crowd is making too much noise, and that's a huge concern because the contestants have to hear the questions. In order to, and they have to have the peace of mind to be able to answer these very difficult questions sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
Most times. Difficult questions.
No,
most times.
not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So they need to have the peace of mind to be able to do that. And if you're making a whole lot of noise, it doesn't help. So I also appeal to the audience
to relax and behave. Okay.
Yes.
From Primetime Unlimited, you said we firstly have a new song. Well, the jingle has been, catcherized.
Refined and jinglized. Yeah, catcherized. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. We're also, doing some experiments in terms of the points. What else, point system, what else can we expect this year?
Well, good organization. We're always looking out to improve on our performance every time. This year's competition might be a little shorter and a lot more packed, in the sense that at the preliminary stage, for some years now, since I think 2016, we've been doing two recording centers, and so having two contests going on simultaneously. This time we have three, so that we move a little more quickly. This time.
Okay.
And so when we start on the 10th with the first preliminary contests, we'll be done on the 26th with the final.
Okay. So from the 10th
that's
to
in
the
also
26th.
Yes. So that in itself is also a bit new and requires some adjustments on everybody's part.
Okay.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you so much. I look forward to this year's quiz.
Before I go, though, can I say thank you to my sponsors?
Oh, definitely.
Very important.
Definitely.
I need to say thank you to you too, Joy News and multimedia. But my first thanks would be to the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service for sponsoring the National Science and Maths Quiz. They are our main sponsors. Absa Bank is a partner sponsor, and we are grateful to them. Goel, Airtel Tigo, Prudential Life Insurance, Ghana. GMPC is on this year to give scholarships and some support.
Okay.
Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine.
Okay.
Dano Milk, Newmont, giving us some prizes. There are some private individuals also giving us some prizes, and yes, we're grateful to everybody for the support that they give us. YFM, GTP. We're
Can you tell us what the ultimate prize is?
So there are lots of different prizes going on, but the main prize is a cash prize of 30,000 cedis going to the school, and then the contestants and the teachers get 20,000 cedis each. There are other prizes for grabs. There's the ABSA Money Zone, where from the quarterfinals to the finals, the scores of the schools are multiplied by a stated amount. So at the quarterfinals, it's 10 Ghana cedis for each point. 15 at the semi-final and 25 at the finals. So whatever you end up with, it's multiplied by that amount, and Absa Bank is going to give it to each member of the team and the teacher. So there are different prizes. There's the Airtel Tigo highest scorer award for the school that wins the contest with the highest scores for the day. There's the NSMQ Star, which is sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance for the school that gets a perfect score of 10 in at the problem of the day. There are lots and lots of different prizes. Newmont is giving a prize to a girls' school that goes the farthest. They also have what they call the Golden Journey. So a category C school that goes the farthest in the competition. Primetime itself has 2 awards for that kind of school. Dano is also supporting with, there are lots and lots of prizes.
All right. Yes. So make sure that you stick and stay on the Joy News channel. We'll be bringing you all the updates when it comes to the National Science and Maths Quiz. Also on our Facebook page. You can also check out the Prime Time Limited Facebook page and Twitter page for all the exciting action. Ladies, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My studio guest, Nana Akuya Ankuma, who's the Managing Director of Prime Time Limited. And I also had Professor Elsie Kaufman, who's the National Science and Maths Quiz Mistress.